Atlanta shimmered that night. The Jefferson mansion stood tall with its marble pillars and golden lights that touched the clouds. Guests in tuxedos and designer gowns filled the grand ballroom. Waiters moved like dancers, serving champagne and laughter. It was Harold Jefferson's 70th birthday, and the city's elite came to celebrate the billionaire who built Jefferson Industries, a tech empire known across America. Harold smiled at his guests, though his face showed quiet fatigue. His 3 children, Sean, Lena, and Isaiah, stood proudly beside him. Sean, tall and confident, gave the toast. "To the man who built a legacy from nothing," he said, raising his glass. "Our father, our inspiration, our king." Applause followed. Cameras flashed. Yet Harold's eyes wandered to the far end of the room, where a waiter stood silently, watching him. The young man had the same brown eyes Harold saw in the mirror every morning. Something in Harold's chest tightened. Later that night, after the laughter died, Harold sat alone in his study. On his desk lay an old folder. Inside was a photo of a woman holding a baby. His hand trembled as he traced their faces. "Renee," he whispered. "I should have told them." 2 weeks later, Cole Richards stood before the Jefferson gate. His jeans were dusty, his hands rough from years of fixing cars. He clutched an envelope tightly, staring at the guards. "I need to see Mr. Jefferson," he said. The guard frowned. "Do you have an appointment?" "No," Cole replied softly. "But tell him it's about Renee Richard." The guard hesitated. That name wasn't on any guest list, but something in Cole's eyes carried truth. He radioed inside. A few minutes later, Sean Jefferson, wearing a silk robe, appeared. Sean looked Cole up and down. "Who are you?" Cole swallowed hard. "My name is Cole. I came to meet my father." Sean blinked. "Excuse me. I think Mr. Harold Jefferson is my father." The air went cold. Sean laughed bitterly. "That's ridiculous. My father doesn't have children hiding around the city." Cole held up a photo. "Ask him if he remembers Renee Richard. She was a nurse at Jefferson Industries. She passed away 3 months ago." Sean froze, studying Cole's face. The resemblance was undeniable. Without a word, he turned and walked inside. When Sean told the family, chaos broke loose. "What do you mean another son?" Lena shouted. "Dad would never," Isaiah chuckled, sipping his coffee. "You really think rich men don't keep secrets?" They stormed into Harold's study. He sat quietly, hands folded, eyes heavy. "Dad," Sean said sharply, "there's a man outside claiming to be your son." Harold looked up slowly. "Cole," Lena gasped. "So it's true." He nodded silently. Moments later, Cole entered, nervous but composed. Harold rose to his feet. "You look just like her," he whispered. Cole's eyes glistened. "She told me to find you before she died." The old man's lips quivered. "I'm sorry," he said, voice cracking. "I should have come for you years ago." Lena stepped back, disgusted. "You cheated on Mom?" "No," Harold said firmly. "It happened before I met your mother. I didn't even know about him. But the family already felt betrayed." Later that night, Harold sat with Cole in the study. Between them lay a folded letter with fading ink. "She made me promise to give you this," Cole said softly. Harold opened it with trembling fingers. It read, "Harold, I never told you about Cole because I didn't want him to live in your shadow. But he deserves to know where he comes from. He's a good boy, Harold. Please don't shut him out like the world did me." Tears filled Harold's eyes. "I looked for her once," he murmured, "after our project ended. But she was gone. I never stopped thinking about her." Cole's voice broke. "She never stopped loving you." "I failed her," Harold whispered. But I won't fail you. For the first time, he hugged Cole, a moment decades overdue. The next morning, Sean demanded a DNA test. If you're really my father's son, you won't mind proving it, he sneered. Cole nodded. I'm not here for money, sir. I just want the truth. The results came 3 days later, 99.9% match. Lena was speechless. Isaiah smirked. Guess the mechanic's legit. Sean slammed the paper down. He could have manipulated the test. Harold cut in firmly. Enough. He's my blood. That's all that matters. But Sean glared. This isn't over. He's not part of our family business. Cole quietly left the room. I didn't come to take anything, he whispered. I just wanted to meet the man behind my story. One afternoon, Lena wandered into her father's study. She noticed a small brass key in a drawer and a hidden safe behind a painting. Curiosity got the best of her. Inside, she found stacks of old papers, bank statements, photos, and an envelope labeled for the Day of Truth. Her heart raced as she opened it. Inside were pictures of children, black, white, Hispanic, all smiling, all stamped with the Jefferson Foundation logo. When Harold walked in, his voice thundered. What are you doing? Lena jumped. Dad, what is this? Who are these children? He sighed heavily. Kids I helped over the years, to make peace with the past. Or to hide it, she shot back. His shoulders sagged. Maybe both. That night, Harold called his children to dinner. You think wealth is clean, he began, voice trembling. But I built Jefferson Industries on a mistake I've never forgiven myself for. What mistake? Sean asked coldly. Renee's brother, Charles Richard, Harold said. He was my partner. The original idea for our tech software was his, but I patented it under my name. He died in an accident before I could make it right. The room went silent. So you built your empire on stolen work, Lena said quietly. Yes, Harold admitted. And I've spent my life trying to fix it. Cole clenched his jaw. Then maybe I'm here for a reason, to finish what he started. A week later, Harold's attorney visited the mansion with a sealed envelope. Mr. Jefferson has updated his will, the lawyer said. Sean straightened. Updated. Yes, said the lawyer. His assets will be divided equally among all 4 of his children. 4. Isaiah blinked. The lawyer nodded. Yes. A daughter named Nia Brown. Everyone froze. Who the hell is Nia Brown? Sean demanded. The lawyer looked uneasy. She lives in Harlem. Her mother, Denise Brown, once worked for the Jefferson Foundation. The next day, a sleek black SUV arrived at the mansion. A young woman stepped out, her brown curls blowing in the wind. Mr. Jefferson, she asked softly. I'm Nia. Nia Brown. Harold's eyes filled with recognition. Denise's child, he whispered. You're my daughter. Nia smiled sadly. My mother never told me until she got sick. She said you helped her through college, but she didn't want to ruin your family. Harold took her hand. I didn't abandon you. I just didn't know how to face my mistakes anymore. Lena turned away, crying. How many more surprises do we have to take? Sean stormed out. This family is finished. Over the next week, the Jefferson home became a battlefield. Sean threatened to sue, accusing Cole and Nia of manipulating their father. You want the company, don't you? You think you can just walk in and take what we built? Cole shot back. I never wanted your empire, Sean. I just wanted my father's truth. Isaiah, ever the peacemaker, sighed. We're tearing each other apart over something that wasn't our fault. Harold, weak from stress, whispered, Stop, please. Don't let my sins destroy you. But no one listened. That night, thunder rolled across the city as Harold sat in his study, staring at family photos. His children, the ones he raised and the ones he found too late. A tear rolled down his cheek. Rain poured heavily as Harold called all 4 of them together. His voice was faint. "There's something else I never told you," he said. "The Jefferson Foundation, every orphan, every scholarship, was my way of seeking forgiveness. Cole, your mother's pain built my purpose. Nia, your strength reminds me of her." He looked at Sean and Lena. "And you too. I raised you in comfort but not in truth. I'm sorry." Then he handed Cole a file. "This is the original patent. It belongs to the Richard family. Do what's right." "Dad, don't talk like that," Lena pleaded. But Harold only smiled weakly. "Maybe now. I can rest." His head fell back. The monitor beeped once and went silent. Lena screamed. Cole dropped to his knees. Sean stood frozen as the reality sank in. The man they loved, hated, and questioned was gone. 3 months later, the Jefferson mansion felt empty but peaceful. Cole took over the Jefferson Foundation, turning it into a free technical institute for underprivileged youth. He renamed it the Richard Jefferson Institute for Change. Nia became the director of community outreach, traveling across states to empower young women. Lena stayed on the company board but redirected its focus toward ethics and innovation. Even Sean, once bitter, found humility. One afternoon, he visited the foundation and found Cole teaching young mechanics. "I was wrong," Sean admitted. "You belong here, brother." Cole smiled. "We all do. Dad didn't build this empire for pride. He built it for second chances." At Harold's grave, the 4 siblings stood side by side. Cole placed a hand on the tombstone. "I forgive you, Dad," he whispered. "You were flawed, but you taught us what truth costs." As the wind blew softly through the trees, Lena said, "He left us broken but made us whole again." Nia smiled faintly. "The secret that tore us apart became the truth that healed us." And for the first time, they all walked away, not as strangers, but as one family.